You are listening to the podcast To Be Single or Not to Be by Shanna Montana, a podcast where we talk about the single life, dating, and relationships so you can make a decision at the end of each episode to be single or not to be. PSA. This is normally the segment of the show where we would have our living single portion and comment section. However, we wanted to switch things up for this episode because the To Be Single or Not to Be podcast has so many new and upcoming things that we wanted to share with you guys to make sure that you don't miss anything. So one, make sure that you're following us on Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, To Be Single or Not to Be, and on Facebook, To Be Single or Not to Be Apparel. Yes, apparel, because April 13th, 2020, our new apparel line is being launched. We want to be sure that you guys are tuned in for all of the new items that we're going to have, the giveaways that we're going to have, the awesome commercial that we're going to be dropping. It's just the start of so many things that we're working on with this podcast, and we're so excited that we have you all to join in for it. So be sure, follow us on social media, stay tuned, get your coins ready. April 13th, To Be Single or Not to Be Apparel, coming soon to a website near you. So today's topic is red flags, and I really don't have to give too much of a description because we all know what red flags are. We all know that we have ignored them. We all know that we have possibly sometimes been the red flag, and we know that we have to do better with ignoring red flags because myself included, like we said before, I'm sick of this shit. And we got to do better in 2020. So we're going to get right to it. And before we get started, we have some guests that you all have heard on one of our recent episodes. If you want to do a quick round table to say hello, ladies.
Hey, it's Tori.
Hey, y'all, it's Reese.
Hello, it's Kyla.
On the mic again.
Really on the ones and twos.
Okay.
Ew. Follow me. I don't even know my social media.
I know. I'm like, look. Find me. If they want you, they'll find you. All right, so y'all know there are some people who are going to even listen to this episode of the podcast and completely disregard it because they're going to feel attacked, the victims. Even though we have, we could go through the whole thing and list out 8 of 10 things that their partner is consistently displaying when it comes to red flags. And they know they need to go. So we're going to start out with a simple question. Why do we ignore the red flags and keep holding on to hope when we know that all hope is gone?
I'm colorblind.
What?
Yeah.
Last time you said this
growth.
What? And potential.
And potential.
Barely. Tell us about that. Women believe in growth. What do you mean?
I think because we're nurturers, so we're always kind of like...
Oh, we will nurture a nigga to death.
Nurture him back to sleep to where he came from.
Nurture him into nothingness.
I just think we see like little stuff and we're like, oh no, that's not a big deal, or we can change that. And we might not say like legit we can change that, but in the back of our mind we're like, oh, he'll grow out of that or something like that.
We could fix it.
Especially if it's young, like being
young.
That's
we're fixers.
That's what we do.
We're fixers.
That's why I got put it here.
But why do we sign up for the dumb shit? It's like he's out here like Future. He got 8 kids, 7 baby mamas. Or she
why do you think you're going to be the one to change him?
Yeah.
Why do we think we're so goddamn magical?
Because we
are magical.
Because we think we have something different to offer.
If he's not with them, it's like, what was it?
If you're not with the other,
trying to be the opposite of what they were. Because obviously it didn't work out.
With the 7 baby mamas.
If you were a toxic nigga, there's negativity in all of it. You could be a good woman, but it's still not going to work.
But we ignore that. That's the red flag. We ignore it.
True.
So why do we think... So again, we are magical. There is black girl magic all in this room. But why do we think we are so magical that those 7 women could not suffice, that we have, that we... And we wind up being baby mama number 8.
Why you tell, baby, we ain't doing that.
Look, or I'm not us in this room. Or even with guys that, she lives at home with her mom and she has no ambition, because sometimes you might live at home for a reason, but she just has no drive. Like, I'm cool being here, I ain't got to pay no bills. I ain't got to do nothing. Why do we sign up for it? Like, we walk into that crash course.
We do.
Why?
I think it's competitive
being competitive?
It is.
Competitive to what?
Because a lot of dudes don't care. Like, a lot of dudes, they'll find a girl with no ambition. They like, okay, well, they got 3 more in the chamber anyway. Right. So it's like, okay, I'm going to use her for what I can for right now. And then I got the girl I really like, I'm going to take her out.
Okay.
But for us, it's kind of like, okay, so what didn't work with the other people? I want to be the different girl. I want to be the girl that I guess, blast like, and show people like it can work, and I'm that girl.
And you know
the poster child.
Women want men that are taken.
Right.
Like, you're not attractive unless I can see that you've been in a relationship.
But that's nuts.
That somebody else wants you.
And that's nuts. It's so true, because I know I've been in situations where, say, me and a guy broke up, and I was cool with it until I found out he was talking to somebody else. Then he kind of became attracted. But what's crazy, and we talked about it, I believe, on this week's episode, Love or Money. Listen to that one, listeners. That we do all of that for men. We nurture them, and we want to fix them, and this, that, and the third. But for men, they don't want us unless we show up as a whole person, who you are right now. Men don't see the potential. Men don't see what you might be. Men don't see that you may be magical. Men see, okay, how did she show up today?
Because men don't have that element. Like just naturally,
they aren't visionary.
They're not built with that element. They're not. That's why women are called the helpmate.
The chromosome.
Because we always have to help them. We just gotta help them. Because if it ain't right in front of their face, it just.
So what's the difference? Why is it that men they missing the chromosome in that way? But we're making this up, y'all. And we aren't. That we like. Put it this way, why do we get upset?
We just don't use our power right.
We don't use our common
sense. It's situational. Like on both men and women. I think men have the same power. I've met men that are very vocal, very forward, very ambitious, and they're looking for an equal match.
Right.
They're looking to be equally yoked.
Right.
But until she comes along, I'm cool with Keisha over here with
Yeah.
her mama. Like, I'm just
doing something.
But I still am focused as a man on what I want.
I'm just passing the time.
Until it happens.
Having fun.
And men do that a lot.
Yeah.
Men tend to pass time more than
be
a
in
woman
love.
would.
Yeah.
Right.
We be love.
We start out saying we're gonna pass time, and we actually fall for the nigga.
Yeah, and you be like, well, I hate when my friends be like, but I love him. I'm like, all right, sis,
do you? Him. Right. Love him, but do you?
Call me in 10 years and tell me how that works.
No, call me in 3 months. I don't like to hear about a brother.
Don't call me.
No.
I don't want to know.
But tell me, why are we upset when things unfold as we knew they would?
A lot of times because we recognize those red flags and we try to convince ourselves that, I could fix it, or it ain't that bad, or he's going to grow out of it. And then like we get pissed at ourselves because it's like, dang.
It's disappointing.
Had I caught that 6 months ago, I could have been living.
Yeah. Living with somebody else.
Setting that expectation too high. I think a lot of times we look at it as, this is a red flag, but he has all these other good qualities. He has all these other things that we like, so we can bypass that for now. But then when shit hits the fan, and it was that one thing you bypassed, and that's what caused the whole wreck. It's like,
and then he ain't trying to hear that.
No,
he gonna be like, why you ain't bring it up then?
And that's why you got to keep a list and check it twice, like it's Christmas. You got to keep it going, because it is some things, I would say, the first time you encounter something that may be a red flag, you want to evaluate it. I wouldn't say you just want to run away from everything, especially the things we're going to talk about right now. But you have to see, on a scale of 1 to 10, is it a 1 kind of weak? Is it a 10? Where does it fall? What's the context behind it? What are the details? Was it something that you just kind of ran across? It happened one time, it never happened again. You have to get the whole picture. But again, you have to be mindful. If it comes up on day 30, day 90, day 120, you have to do something different at that point. And I think it's important that we get it right when it comes to the red flags. So we're going to talk about a couple of subjects that we believe are red flags and how we would handle them, or if they really are red flags. So first one I'm going to throw out there. If he's homeless.
Ooh, baby, red flag. The red is the flag.
Like, he's homeless.
Homeless has somewhere to lay his head, has a job, just
homeless. He don't.
Are we talking like
not under the bridge?
40 homeless.
No.
So he's homeless because he just got put out old girl house.
He got put out old girl house, or he living with somebody else. It's not his house. He on somebody's couch. He don't have a place to get his mail. He not necessarily sleeping outside, but he ain't got no place.
That's a red flag.
His head is not his home.
Does he have a car?
That we gonna stick to homeless first. He might be living in his car. No, but homeless.
Because it's like the homeless guys are the ones that try to come in and swoon you early.
Yeah,
because they homeless.
I live with my cousin.
Right.
Wherever he laid his head was his home.
They taking you on the best of dates.
Cause they ain't paying nobody rent, no mortgage.
Answer every phone call, responding to text messages within 5 minutes, cause the nigga trying to get a crib. He needs somewhere to lay his head.
And why you looking like that?
I can't, like,
it just depends.
I would say,
that's just been in my experience.
No. I'm going to agree with you because I was
How old are we? Like
outside of the last 6 months, I would say that would be a red flag. Mm-hmm. But I did meet someone.
Okay.
He gave me his story, and his story made sense. He's down on his luck, and it makes sense that he's now living with a family member. Okay. So I can't say it's a red flag.
The context.
It's the context.
Circumstantial.
It's exactly. It's definitely.
But it got to be a means to an end.
But this was the same person that gave me. Okay, this is my short-term goal. This is my long-term goal. He got it planned out. Like it's. Like, it made sense. Okay. Like, I can't.
Sometimes life happens to you. Exactly. And circumstances put you there. Exactly. But when life doesn't happen and you happen to life, and you just out here.
Because it's like, why are you homeless? Yeah. You got bad credits. You can't get no crib. Have you been evicted? What's to it?
And even with the context of the story with the person having a plan, you still got to figure out, does that work for you? Because you might want somebody that right now, I want you to have your own crib. Right. You got it together. Am I willing to put in the work? So would y'all say homeless is a definitely red flag, or got to get the context behind it?
I mean, it's like, are you carrying all your
belongings? It's levels to the homeless.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you carrying all your belongings with you homeless?
Everywhere. Because if you got money to pay for a storage, then that means that you may have fell on hard times. You in between plans.
You just ain't got a spot right now. Like
it sounds like
at 31, it's a red flag. Okay. Now, we all the new niggas straight out of college. You know, you might have been a couch nigga for a little bit.
Right. But we definitely talking about the 30 plus club.
30 plus? No. Because
deep side.
In that situation with that guy,
story, like
tell it.
Right.
Tell it.
Want to know the story now?
So let's put it out there. He don't listen. Hell, he homeless. But but like legit. Okay, so for real, it's comes from a small family. Mm-hmm. His mother found his sister dead.
Wow.
His mother goes into a rapid dementia. Mm-hmm. He has to give 24-hour care. Wow. Loses his job, loses his place. And now he's been able to work to get his mom put into a home. Mm-hmm. Okay. But because he's paying for the home and doing all that, he had to stay with a family member. It's situational.
That's definitely circumstantial.
That right there is
but it's
on
like,
a whole nother level.
He's not technically homeless. He has somewhere to lay his head.
That's why I think homeless.
I'm thinking like you was living with your ex,
and now
when y'all broke up, she put you out. You at your buddy crib sleeping on the couch, and now you trying to get me to fall in love with you, which I ain't.
Or you got evicted due to being irresponsible.
Right. All of
or you've made a decision that you just don't. You want to be
a
or you just want to be a bum and go from pillar to post because you don't want to have the responsibility of paying a rent or a mortgage. So I think the circumstances people have to look at when it comes to homelessness is like what Kai said. That's a different story, a different situation. That's a plan. That's a life event. But these other scenarios, sisters and brothers, listening, if that's it, no red flag. Moving right along. Mm-hmm. Next thing, exes. They keep in constant communication with them. Always come up. Always gotta. I'm cool with her little son. I gotta go to every basketball game. I gotta what?
No.
I don't play that game.
Because there's boundaries with that. Now you don't have to hate this person,
right?
You see this person in public. Hey, how you doing?
You can say a hi and goodbye, but the
you talking about going to little man basketball game?
Yeah.
No.
You out the picture, her next nigga can slide in like you did.
If that ain't your little man.
If it ain't your little man.
No.
Or if it's your little man, I'm at the game with you.
But I think also exes that have to keep in constant communication with them, a lot of times that comes down to you're probably dealing with a narcissist or somebody that's emotionally unavailable. That they always want to keep that door of opportunity open.
Emotional manipulators.
Oh, yes. Emotional terrorists. That's what those people are.
Because I'm not, no.
Ex is an ex, and again, you don't have to hate them, but why are we all like, why are you wishing them happy birthday? I hope all my exes have a fucked up birthday. No, I'm playing. So
yeah, like you said, I don't hate any of my exes. They don't have my number. Right. We're Facebook friends. We may like a life accomplishment if you graduated.
Right.
I like that picture. We're not loving no pictures. I'm not commenting.
Yeah.
You know what?
But what do we have to talk about? Have access to me to be on my line.
Absolutely none. Don't slide in my DMs.
None of that.
Because we just had a conversation with somebody last week where he is in his fourth marriage. This guy's in his fourth marriage, and she's about to put him out. Well, he comes to the third wife sending messages about this whole little ordeal and how he's trying to get back right with God, and he's realizing that he's realizing that he wasn't emotionally there the way that he should have been. So my first flag is, well, hey, this is the fourth marriage.
Yeah.
But why do you feel comfortable coming to your third wife?
He don't want to be homeless.
What you doing to her? Which is the same thing you did to her.
And back to number one, he don't want to be homeless.
He don't want to be homeless. That's ultimately what it comes down to, because the message ended with, so I'm going to give you 30 days to decide what you want to do. So now he's putting it back on her. What? You did it.
Master manipulator.
All entertainment.
Yeah.
I would entertain all that. You're not coming to my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you work it out. Oh, what happened?
I barely respond to text messages now.
Just because I'm
Master manipulator for him to even do that. But that shows why if you have to close the door on exes, that goes both ways. Like, you can't have that, especially if it's somebody like that doesn't know how to draw the line. Like, if I'm just going to wish you well and I would say I have only a few exes. I would say at this point, maybe like a happy birthday text, but being single, that's okay.
Right.
But it's nothing more. We understand the boundaries of it. You know, if it was to be a point where I got in a relationship, if I was to say to them, like, I think we shouldn't even text at all, they would say, okay. Like, that's respectful. So you just have to be mindful. But if you have somebody that's constantly trying to keep in touch with an ex, trying to get back with them all the time, always got an excuse as to why they was loving a picture, liking a picture, commenting. Why y'all, what's all that?
Y'all too click tight.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. The next one, this is a huge one, financially unstable. So if you see somebody being financially unstable, how does that manifest as a red flag in your opinion?
Unstable, not irresponsible.
Both of them. For me, it manifested as a nigga asking me to borrow $600 like 3 months into the courtship.
Right. Because unstable, when I hear financially unstable, I'm thinking you in and out of jobs. I'm trying to figure out.
I think they correlate hand in hand.
That's true.
Or you living outside your means.
And that's usually the biggest factor.
Yeah, you out here stunned for somebody.
Flag,
No, it's red flag.
That's red flag.
It's red. It's red because if we were to do something long term, now you tapping into my finances.
Yeah.
But what if I can find you a financial counselor, like help you? Like, what if you really don't know?
Well, I guess the context. You may have to find out some education. We said we not a credit repair specialist.
It's still a red flag.
But going back to a $700 bottle in the club that you can pay $80 for in the liquor store.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the money, but you trying to
flash, could have had that in the flash. We could have got that in.
Yeah, look.
Put it in my bra.
Look.
Right.
Real quick.
Yeah,
no problem.
It's a flag. Because then it's like, okay, let's say we were to get into a living together situation. And because you now know that I'm bringing an additional income to this, well, now you're going to rely on me to catch the slack.
Yep. That's exactly what they do.
You paying that $700 on that bottle.
That's exactly what they do. When I dealt with somebody being financially irresponsible and unstable, they always knew, because I was responsible, that I would always have what they didn't. Because I did, but it wasn't fair to me.
Right.
You know, so it's exactly that.
Because you're like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Or I ain't even stressed because I got it, because I can do it without you. But I'm pissed that now I'm spending all of my money and you've spent all of your money throwing it up in there, kicking it, living your best life, you know. So you made a decision to do what you wanted when you should be homeless, you know, but I have to be fiscally responsible for the both of us, and it's just not fair. So I think it's absolutely a red flag. The next one I would say is trust. They are secretive, always hiding things. Your gut tells you not to trust them. What does that look like? I've dealt with people that, like, literally, so say if you're on the phone with a guy and you're like, okay, what you about to do? And they're like, oh, I'm about to go to Target. And they're like, you know, what you got to get from Target? Why you asking me that? I think that's general conversation. Yeah, look. I think that's general conversation, just to know, like,
you tell me that you're going to Target, because you don't hear many men saying, like, oh, I'm going to Target. Right. Oh, you going to Target?
What you about to get?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm finna ask you to give me some.
Or I'm going to give you some suggestions of what you should be looking at.
Isn't that just a part of normal conversation? Like, when you are together, if you say when we often go our separate ways, if it's early in the day, you might be like, so what y'all about to do?
Yeah.
You know, just normal things. So it's not like I'm trying to. Defensive? Yeah. Why are you defensive? So how else does a lack of, or a person that you can't trust, how does that show up? I had a friend recently, he had been dealing with someone for I would say maybe a month. And he was going through something one day. He told the person, like, you know, I'm kind of, you may not hear from me, you know, on Friday, because I got a deal, clear my headspace. And the person, like, went off, like, you know, via text message, just snapped, like, felt like they were lying, like they weren't being honest. And this person communicated to them. So he was like, you know, that's absolutely a red flag, that you can't trust me this early. And I've done nothing to give you a reason not to. And I was being upfront with you about why you wouldn't hear from me, you know, so how else would you all say that, the lack of trust kind of shows up in your experience? Other than cheating.
Emotional distance. Cheating. The emotional distance.
What's that? Emotional distance? Explain.
Like, that person's really not into you.
But it's for lack of better words. I mean, I asked you what you getting from Target, and you like, why you need to know? Like, guys will do that emotionally.
Yeah.
If you had a bad day at work, you don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Or if you're always pushing for me to spill my emotions and how I'm feeling, but you can't reciprocate. It's like, what's to it?
Right. That makes sense.
Because then you might be, listening to how I react emotionally and trying to figure out how you can emotionally manipulate.
Right.
And it goes right to when people are emotionally immature or irresponsible. Because I think emotional maturity is huge. You can get through a lot of things if you have a person that's emotionally mature enough. So for the listeners, what would you all say emotionally immature people, what does that show up as? I think one thing you touched on, like you might like them more than they like you. Or they kind of maybe pretending they like you to get what they want, to get a place to stay.
It's tax season too, ladies. Watch
right.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no kids. I ain't getting nothing.
Right.
Stay away from me.
Don't look for my
Don't
if you ain't gonna help me pay the IRS, you might as well stay
don't
where you
come
at,
see
Playboy.
about me.
Okay,
Yeah. How else does it show up?
I'm just saying emotional detachment. Like on some, all right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and then 3-4 days later go by and you like, hey, you all right? You alive? Like, what's going on? Like, it's just a disconnect. And it could be something as simple as they had shit to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
you could communicate that?
Exactly.
Because everybody can pick up phone and text real quick. Everybody can
you
be on social media.
My cousin is a ER doctor, and she responds back.
Some of the busiest people in the world will respond. So when I have somebody who I know is doing almost nothing and you can't reply, I know you want some fuck around. Yeah. So.
And I leave you where you at. I match your energy.
Yeah.
Keep the same energy.
Especially if you're interested. Because I think I respond to text messages sometimes and I really don't. But when it's somebody that I'm genuinely interested in, I'm waiting for your message.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for your text.
I'm waiting.
And if I haven't heard from him, reach out.
No read report. Oh, you ready to do report?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's a part of the consistency because your lack of response means you're not being consistent here. That lets me know you may not be into me. It's giving me all kinds of anxiety because I don't know what's going on. That leads me to not want to trust you. That tells me that you are not emotionally mature enough. So, when somebody, I think especially for, I'm just going to say ladies dealing with men that are not giving you the same energy that you're giving back. You may have a great first date. And I tell people sometimes some experiences are just moments. Yeah. Like you may have a moment with person. Because in life, you say Drake has some lyric about it's some things, I don't necessarily want to. He talks about like you want to feel a couple things twice. It's like sometimes you have a great weekend with a person or just one great date with a person and it's just that moment. That was it. That's all it was meant to be. And you can't force it. But sometimes, people will play the game. They may text you back here and there when they bored. If you got to pay attention. Do you want to hear from them like once every other week, every now and again, tax season?
Somebody who's unaware, completely unaware. So
unaware.
When you're in a bad mood, they just, if you can tell somebody cares because they're like, are you okay? Like they just read it on your face. Yeah. Somebody who's like, we going out tonight and you be like, can you not? Like,
you don't see how I'm crying?
I'm just not in the mood.
The hell? Like
I literally have to tell
You're right. They are not in tune with you emotionally. So tell me this. This is a red flag I think stands out. When somebody is moving too fast, too soon.
Absolutely.
What
you trying to hide? What's you running from?
Yeah. Or why are you trying to get close to me so fast? When somebody tries to move in, that means they probably homeless. If they try to move in within the first 6 months. Ask me how I know.
Me, it was with the last guy I dated. It was the whole "I love you" like 4 months in, and I looked like what? And he look at me like, so that's it. That's all.
So tell us about that. How did that happen? What was that? Set the scene.
So we were sitting there.
It was.
I had worked from home. No, I had worked from home. He stopped by on his way home. So I'm still sitting on the couch, still got my materials out. He came and sat next to me, and he was like, I gotta tell you something. And I hate those, like, let me prepare you for this bomb that I'm gonna drop.
Just say the shit.
So I'm just like, what's up? And he like, no, I need you to look at me. So
now
I'm like,
laugh because at this point, like,
and you know, I'm smirking the whole time.
I
can't
know.
be serious.
I already know.
So he grabbed my hand and he was like,
he grabbed your hand.
He grabbed my hand. And
I
was
wish
like,
we were recording this.
I love you. And I was like, what? And he was like,
I said what I said.
The Diddy stare down with that guy.
Yeah, with the feather.
We were doing that, just staring back and forth. And he like, wow, so that's really how you're going to respond. And I said, I literally have no words.
None.
I have nothing to say.
None.
So why do you feel this way?
And see, I wasn't interested at that point because that was the beginning of me paying attention to red flags. So I'm like, okay, more so, let's investigate and see what happens. Let's see what unfolds, what I can uncover versus trying to, you know, oh, let me figure out if I love this nigga.
Yeah.
No. What's
so,
to you?
What happened after that?
Well, we just, you know, kept dating until.
Now, how did that conversation conclude that day?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
So he got up and left?
He left. I have nothing more for you because I'm not finna lie and make you think that I feel
well,
the way
no,
that I
not
don't
saying
feel.
back. I guess
but
I'm just
then
like,
I
So
don't
did he
want to
put-
get into this.
Did he put like the church finger up? Did he like put the church finger up like I'm finna go?
It was just
Like, get up
silent.
and
It was
go?
silent for a little bit. TV was playing in the background. Then bro crept out. Then my best friend came and I was like, nigga. So I tell her and she like, what? So what you say? I give her the same rundown. I was like, I was just sitting there looking.
I had nigga say to me, I'm like, thank you.
Like, what do you say?
I
That's on some high school, like,
but the
middle
dramatics
school.
of it.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you something. Hold your hand.
Yeah.
He might would have got a better
He
reaction if
thought-
he'd have did it like while we was having
bring
sex
you
or
a
something.
rose or
Right. Something.
During sex, you can say anything.
You say whatever, baby.
I love you too, baby. I love you too, baby.
That was the beginning of the end.
Get the
yeah. And he should have known that. That should have been you saying.
And I know you was
You
looking
had a
just
red
like
flag.
that.
Looking just like this.
You
Like,
gave
wow.
him a red flag, like,
Wow.
he should have left
Because
me
one thing
like,
I'm
all
not
right,
is a
this ain't the
liar.
one.
Never lie, baby.
But I can't pretend that this is more than what it is. So if you don't want your feelings to be hurt, just walk off.
I would
Really.
like to know, like, what was the lead up for him? Like, what?
Today's the day.
I don't
He left
know. 'Cause
work
it was
on a
literally
mission.
within 10 minutes of us
Driving
together.
like Corella DeVille to your house.
What led up to him saying
I don't know. I don't know if he
felt
had a
about-
traumatic life experience or what. I just wasn't here for it. So I'm like,
That ain't for me, bro.
Wow.
Where is he now? Like, where are they now? Where are they
so
now?
honestly, just to wrap this up real quick, I think that, so basically, he had a baby mama the whole time.
Okay.
I think that he was trying to find a way out.
Okay.
Because he about was a homeless nigga.
Okay.
He probably was. But I think he was trying to find a way out. You know, let me set some up. Let me set up my next move.
Yeah.
Before I just jump and move.
Because I was going to say, God was so stupid. They think I love you gets us.
And
they
I'm like,
saying
sir,
those words.
Like,
is
nigga, you
that
love
means
me.
nothing.
Honestly, that scares
Like
somebody.
you said the same thing about that pizza last night.
Right? And I watched too much Lifetime.
Yeah.
So I'm
you
just like,
love
whoa.
me?
And this was like maybe a month after I asked him. I was like, so you got a secret wife somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
And I don't even know what prompted that, but I got a heavy spirit of discernment.
Intuition.
So when the man came with that, and it was a very dramatic moment, I was just like,
Oh,
wow. Well,
it's another
what
Waka
you
Flocka
about to
face.
do?
Where's he
Okay.
from? Right.
here.
Waka Flocka's like...
I said Waka Flocka face, you know, okay.
It was that Diddy stare down. I need to figure out what that guy's name was in the meme.
Just put Diddy stare down in Google and it comes up.
Well, we was looking like that because I'm like,
He looking at me, I'm looking at you. I always feel like
That would've been
somebody's
hilarious
watching
to
me.
I wish I could have been at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
Watching all of this go down.
Laughing like...
Hey,
Because I already know what Reese
What she was
Elijah
looking like.
Connor. That's that man. That's the man name.
So sorry to
And
this
we
man.
were doing that. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
so if
like,
y'all Google Elijah Connor.
I don't know this man.
Have y'all had a situation where somebody moved too fast, too soon with you guys?
Yes.
Tell us about what you had, Kyle.
My thing, but see, mine's like real different because I'm big on words. Like, don't 2 days in start calling me baby. I'm not your baby. Like, don't.
Yeah.
And you're not about to good morning me to death.
Please
good morning,
don't.
sweetie. Have a wonderful. No, sir. Like,
I'd
rather you hit me with a
Send me
joke.
some lunch money.
Look, I'd rather you hit me with a joke. Like,
start out the morning with a meme.
Like, hit me with something.
Yeah.
Don't. Good
The
morning.
typical.
Get out of
Yeah.
here. And then turn right around 2 weeks in. You know you love that about me. Nigga, I don't love anything about you.
Oh my goodness,
what
I
are you
hate
talking
that.
about?
I've never had anybody say that to me.
Girl, they
You know
will
you love
push-
that about me.
They will push.
Or
their
you know you
love.
like it.
No.
That's that emotional immaturity we
I know.
talked
Yeah,
about.
it is.
Yeah.
No, that's why
What-
I pointed it out.
Right. What should be your experience with moving too fast, too soon?
This guy in college now. I used to be afraid of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I don't know why. It's probably some daddy problem. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway,
Yeah.
I used to be afraid of commitment. So like, even in high school, I never really formally called a guy my boyfriend, but they call me their girlfriend. But I'm here for dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is my friend. My friend.
Like, it used to be easy for me to talk to guys and have absolutely no attachment. So it was this guy back home. I was in Birmingham, and he was like in Hattiesburg or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he played track. He enrolled in school in Tuscaloosa
No, he
and
didn't.
wanted to live in my apartment.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
And he
And
was
what-
like, yo, one day he texted me, he was like, what's your address? And I'm like,
Hold up, swallow.
Hold up,
like-
swallow up.
why? So then all of a sudden he said, at that point I knew I can't text back because if you, I'm texting you back, then it's going to
So what did you do?
I just stopped texting him. So he was texting me like, baby, you gonna do this to me?
Yeah, I am.
Da-da-da. Like, oh, I got in school for you in Alabama. And
did.
I'm like, what did I say to you? My
That
20
made you in. What did I imply that made you move across state lines?
My
But you
20-year-old
asking for
self
my
was sitting in my
address.
apartment like, what is going
I would have called my mama like, look.
I call him, I'm like, I think I met a crazy nigga. Like, finally.
Send
Like,
somebody there.
my games have reached a peak. And
Yeah.
I finally met my
Wow.
man.
Your match. So how did it conclude? What happened?
I literally haven't spoken to him since. He tried to Facebook message me like maybe like a year later after that. Didn't reply.
So that day he
you
didn't keep
never
blowing you
replied
up.
after you
I
went to
never no.
Was he en route?
I wouldn't know.
But you ain't reply.
I couldn't reply.
That is the
I'm
ultimate ghost. I mean,
The
Yeah,
ultimate
all
ghost.
tips.
He moved across state lines. You didn't reply.
He get faster.
You might be a sociopath.
Abandoned the road.
I think she might be a sociopath.
We literally maybe talking on the phone a few times, and we were texting buddies. Like we weren't.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
there's
beyond
nothing.
that.
This man moved across state lines for you. And this how
He
you
was
did
like,
it?
yeah, and I know for a fact that's true because I saw some Facebook photos. Like him, he was on the track team and everything at this school.
Wow.
And you ghosted this man.
I did. I had to. I had no choice. He asked for my address.
That man like, I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Wow.
Hey,
He found the dorm room where he found somebody.
I would have probably moved.
I was just
I would have
like,
felt comfortable staying at home.
Because you would have ran into him at Walmart.
Did you block him?
no, I never really blocked him.
But was he like blowing your phone up all day?
He would just text me because he knew not to call because we weren't.
Y'all
at
never
that
talked.
point.
Wow.
So you done moved across state lines with somebody that you texted.
You talking about some? Let me get
Babe,
the address.
that's a hell of a conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, baby,
We'll
what
talk
you
after
gonna
the
Yeah,
recording.
let's talk offline.
You
Wow.
just
That's
said
about-
something special to this
Ooh.
man via text.
Right.
Jesus.
Let me know what
Like
not to
even back
say.
then, I wasn't even on no like drop. Like so, we weren't sexting. I don't like literally. I was like, okay, this is maybe.
But
I
you be
don't know
surprised
what
at
it
stuff that niggas will do just via text messages. I've encountered men that we've only had text messages and then we encounter each other face to face and their idea of what we are is so much
Maybe
bigger
so.
than what it really is. And like I've literally
Like,
never
moving in
spoken
for
to you on
that
the
awkward
phone.
kiss moment?
No, but damn near.
Now
You know-
that has never happened to me.
That's never happened to me either, but
That would be a complete.
I will grab my bag and walk out. Legit.
I've never had the awkward kiss because I don't mind kissing. You probably lean and kiss me out.
Nah. Cause I got to make sure. I got to make
I
sure
haven't.
chemistry's there.
Nah.
I will grab my bag
Depending on how
and
much
walk
Hennessy
out.
I've had. So, how much I've had to drink. Yeah, how much I've been drinking that night. That throws a lot of that out of the window. But for me, moving too fast too soon, man, I just got in relationships too fast. Like, 3 months in, we boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I ain't asked them questions.
Yeah, I ain't asked nothing. That's what has brought us here today. Now, what about this one? When nobody likes your partner, like, and you know how people like always us against the world, but it's family, friends, co-workers. At some point, some got to carry some weight. If everybody's like,
Well, then and two, like I think that goes into like at that point you need to do self-evaluation. Because are you being real with either the people that don't like him or are you not being real with him?
Yeah.
Because he like you for some reason, for whatever reason, something in you that like him.
You hope he like you.
Right.
So maybe your friends don't really like you. Like, what about you is attracted to him that everybody else hates?
Yeah.
Like, what about that? So I would be concerned about myself. Like, why
Probably
do I like this
what's
nigga? Everybody else like don't like him.
Yeah, you have to be able to put it in context. I think also it's a matter of finding out, why don't they? Have they really met him, or is it something about their intuition?
Right.
Like they met him one time and like something off about their brother.
But one person, sure.
Everybody not gonna lie on you. My grandma said that all the time. One person may lie. Everybody ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody
And
don't
then if you come back with the whole, I mean, that's just them, and they should make or break our relationship. Well, now you're a maniac.
Yeah.
Because
You're a
at this
sociopath.
point, you basically telling me, well, it's going to be us against the world. F your friends, F your family.
Yeah.
Well, now you can have me holed up in the basement.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna know nothing.
It ain't going to know nothing because I done cut them off.
Yeah.
I ain't cutting them off.
No, that's what I'm not
gonna
gonna
have to
do.
be separate interactions.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
ain't
what they
cutting them off.
expect. I'm not saying that they're going to
Yeah,
cut
they
somebody
expect-
off, but that's what they're expecting. Like, oh, well, everybody hate me, but I'm a emotionally manipulate you enough that
And some
you
women will do it.
gradually pull away from your family.
Yep. It's just me and you.
And it's just us. And now you chained up in the basement.
Now I'm reading about you on crimeonline.com.
Yeah. Nowhere to be found. So
Right.
you have to be mindful, and I think that comes with the context to find if it's just one person, two people. Have they really gotten to know them? Is it just somebody's intuition? Just be mindful if you keep coming across people here and there that kind of want to pull you to the side and talk about old boy.
Right.
Like, you sure about little buddy? And they don't even know a lot about him. So it's like it may be something more to that story that you need to look at.
Really.
Yeah, something ain't looking right. What about a person that ignores boundaries?
Ooh.
And we talked about, in a previous episode with maybe like communication style with fighting or whatever. If you tell them like, these are the rules, and we talk about this is what we're going to do, or these are certain triggers for me, and they just ignore them,
That's disrespectful.
You have no respect for me and
Yeah.
how I want to live my life. Like, if I'm telling you that this is a problem for me and you are constantly tapping on that nail head.
Yeah, blatantly.
Yeah, you finna catch this.
Yeah. I dealt with a guy that was so nuts that like literally like we be playing the radio in the car if a song came on. I'm like, that's my song. He would change the song.
Wow.
Or like we watching TV. I'm like, I want to watch this. He would change it.
Who hurt
Like
you?
I literally would have to be like, to play the reverse. This one I knew it was over. I'm like, I hate that song. Because I knew he would leave the song
Wow.
on. Like, who plays those kinds of games?
Psycho.
Yeah, sociopath. I'm convinced a lot of these niggas
He's
are.
probably on Netflix documentary right now.
Yeah, so if you are like that kind of thing, like even that boundary of like why, like what's your point in like you are intentionally trying to upset me or annoy me or get under my skin.
What's you gonna get out of this?
You get a thrill, and that shows how emotionally immature you are. Another
I'm gone.
red flag. Yeah.
I done walked out at this
And
point,
obviously that's
so-
what you want, or you might
At
like the
that point, I
chase.
disconnect.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
disconnect. But I think you have to be aware. One, and this is something we've talked about, you have to know what your boundaries are, what the non-negotiables are, what you stand for, what you will not tolerate. And if you're able to clearly communicate that to your partner or potential partner, and they ignore it, then that's absolutely a red flag.
Yeah.
You can't, because you can't force that. If you specifically told somebody, on Wednesdays, I don't like to drink out of a red cup. And, you come in the house and there's nothing but red cups in
Clear
there.
all cups out.
Yeah,
You're real crazy.
yeah, you're real crazy. So we really can't deal with you anymore. So one thing I want to ask now is, how do you know when it's a red flag that cannot be worked through over something that just needs a little TLC, something that can, and it will be okay? How can you tell the
red
difference?
flag.
Feel it in my
That
shine
means-
though.
To me, red flag
spirit.
kind of synonymous to non-negotiables.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, for me, it's different. Red flag is different from a non-negotiable. There's certain things that it's like, I'm not dealing with this. But then there's others that's a red flag that they don't know that that's a red flag. But once you educate them on it, they don't do it no more.
Yeah.
So
How they move after that.
Exactly. So it varies. But I ain't really ran into a situation where I had to. I usually make up shit to cut people off. It don't really necessarily be what they did or a red flag.
But I ran a
Like,
situation where I had to eventually cut it off because of boundaries being crossed.
Yeah.
I constantly, our communication was just so terrible because the person was super argumentative about everything. And it was like, these are the things I want, need, and desire. And you say on Monday, you are the poster child for getting it right. But come Wednesday, when I bring up, you said,
all that's out the window.
all that shit is thrown out the window. And so at that point, it's like I have to make a decision for myself once I realize like I'm worth a lot more than this to deal with this. Because ultimately, even if this works right now, the month of February, a year from now, this ain't gonna work because it's like we pretending. We put in the work like you fake getting it right for me right now, you know. And it's like, of course, I played some role in it, but ultimately, for me, I only can look at my happiness. I was like, I had to get up out of there. So, do y'all think there is a difference with that? Are there levels to the red flags? It's like a yellow flag.
Yeah.
It's an orange one in there somewhere.
In between.
Possibly, but when you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's just what it comes down to.
But I think we have to be careful of, and I'm learning this, is we cannot let fear drive us. I think that sometimes because I'm new to, you know, say taking the dating scene or whatever seriously, sometimes if me and the person have a conflict, and it may not even be real big, but I immediately start thinking like, oh shit, like here we go, here comes the bullshit, let me get out of here. And it's like on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a -5. Like it wasn't even a big deal. But in my mind, it's like, I got that list of red flags like a Ferris wheel going through my head. You know, it's like shit is right there, like the games you play in the arcade where you trying to grab the shit in there. So it's like it's trying to grab that red flag. Let me get out of here before it stop right here. Let me move around. But I think it goes back to what we talked about before. You have to see the context behind it. But some things don't need context.
Agreed.
Some things are just what they are, like abuse. If you're being mentally, physically, emotionally abused, there's no context. There's no excuse for that. You know, this is something that, you know, you just have to move around, get away from. So I would say present day, tell me this, when you guys run into a red flag, you say you be making up shit just to leave.
Sometimes it just depends. It depends.
So present day, if you run into a red flag, aka say a non-negotiable, with a potential mate or a partner, how do you guys address it? Do you discuss it? Do you ghost them like Tori did that young man? Or, you know, what works there for... Yeah, I'm so sorry to that man. We need to find that man.
Because he should know better.
He moved across... That's epic. That is epic. What works? So how do you handle it if you run into a red flag with a potential mate or a partner? Do you discuss it? Do you ghost it? Do you know what's your method to the madness?
Gotta discuss it, because if you're a potential partner, that means that we see or expecting some type of longevity.
Come through, yeah.
So if I don't address it now and I let it fester, well then I can't bring it up later.
Yeah.
Because that's just gonna be a more explosive argument.
Yep.
But certain red flags are just those.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, you homeless, ain't no talk about that. I mean, in
He's homeless.
They talked about, you know, that was him being honest out the gate.
Yeah.
But if I just pull up and you like, oh yeah, you know, I'm staying at my homie crib this week, I don't have nothing for you. Yeah. Because that's automatically going to make me feel that you're trying to court me so that I can let you in my crib.
So you can
start asking questions about who you live with. You live by yourself.
Yeah, they start asking them questions. Like, who you live with? You stay by yourself. This your house.
Now that's that pre-red flag. So I'm like, why you want to know if I stay by myself? You trying to come rob me? What you trying to do?
That's why I raised that question. I told him what kind of gun I got.
Yeah,
I do. I stay by myself. Boy, this 380.
Yeah, I keep it close.
Right.
Yeah. I keep it clean.
Ain't too far.
Look, close by. What would you say, Kyle? How you deal with red flags?
Well, I already, you got to discuss it. And I've said this in previous conversations. I don't have a filter. If the shit comes to mind, it's coming out my mouth. We can address it then, or you can let me just fester on it, and it's going to be worse later. But just understand, if I see it, depending on the red flag, it may be something where I'm like, that right there, that ain't something I'm going to deal with.
Yeah.
But it could be something where I really need to gather my thoughts. I really need to understand the whole situation. And we may revisit it later. It ain't going to be too far later.
Yeah.
It may be the next morning, like, hey, something we talked about yesterday has been on my mind.
Yeah.
Can we discuss this?
Yeah.
But it has to be a conversation.
Yeah, almost immediately. I agree.
Either way.
What about your experience other than ghosting that young man that we so sorry to?
It would be a conversation. It may be a closed-ended conversation where I'm just letting you know I ain't appreciate whatever
just
it was that red flag, and then you can say your piece. And if I don't find it, like, if it doesn't sound like we're open to solution or some type of compromise, then I'm take it for what it is, and then I might ghost you.
Let's just still get back to the ghosting. Then I might ghost you. The ghost is happening. So tell me, this is the final red flag. If you come to a young man's house and you see a row of VHS tapes.
Depend on what's on the tapes. Are they classics?
Now, say some classics. I understand that.
Are they classics?
But you gotta pop again.
Every classic is on DVD. At this point, I'm married, but if I were dating and single, and I went to a man's house and I saw VHS, it's one or two things going on. You recording your own sex sexcapades, or you killing people.
Yeah.
And you got it on tape.
Or you record some little
if you
kids.
can pull the whiz
Or you
out
recording
on
kids.
VHS.
All of it is illegal. So either way, I don't want shit to do
No,
with it.
nothing at all. Did you say the Wiz on VHS?
Because that's a classic.
Wiz, Color
And it's
Purple.
nostalgia. You know, you might
Color
want to
Purple
pop
on
that
DVD
and pop
Target
it
right
in
now
VHS.
for $10.
It could be an heirloom. Roots.
Now, I don't know about the Wiz. The Wiz, you might have to have it on
Look, I'm
VHS.
just saying.
Harlem
You gotta
Nights.
think about the value of this VHS 50, 60,
Ain't
70
nobody
years
buying
down the line.
VHS.
Well, they may have had them. They may have inherited them. Now, I'm not saying if you out going out buying VHS tapes,
It's a problem.
it's something to
It's
it.
a
If you
problem.
still got the blank
store where
joints.
you can go get VHS,
You a killer.
Like, you're a murderer.
But if you got
And
the
this is
blank
our last
joints that you gotta
conversation.
write the label on the box, that's a
Right.
problem. But if you just sit with like maybe 6 classics, I'm be like, all right, cool, pop it in.
Yeah.
Let's see how
I'm
it
not
plays
watching no
from the
VHS with you.
I am.
Let me
I
tell you,
watch
it's too many outlets. You got Fire Stick. You
do.
got movies.
These fucking millennials.
3 movies.
You do. But I like some old stuff sometimes. What if he was big into film?
YouTube.
Or what if he
got
want to take you back, pop some popcorn, put the VHS in?
Right.
Well, don't let
Make
me
it
see
old
the
school.
VHS.
Let him pull out that projector, baby. We going.
So do you feel the same
Now,
about a
with the
Polaroid
reel?
camera?
Man,
With the
Projector
real-
is like
I'm a propose.
that's like a novelty.
You gonna
I'm
propose?
gonna get down on one knee. Let that man pull
A
out a
projector is like a novelty.
I think it's
So
just
is the
levels to the
VHS.
VHS.
Nah, VHS.
A couple
VHS
of
is a
cool.
novelty.
It's levels. You can't
But
have.
you gotta, the player has to be in the closet. Like, if I feel like pull it out, you gotta
He
go.
can't be out there with the
It
DVD
can't be
player and
out there,
stuff.
because then that
And
means
a
that you
PS4.
recording some
You got a
creepy
PS4
stuff.
DVD player and a
VCR.
Yeah.
But
I
then
can't
it
be
could
out
be
in the
some
open.
stuff that you recorded on television that they ain't got on DVD.
I
or
still got my
VHS.
dance recital from
What?
'88. I still got it. Dance Magic,
You got
1988.
family home videos.
I'm gonna
I
get that
mean-
tape when I go back home, Mom. If you listening, I'm find that tape. I need that.
I'm
I'm
saying,
on my
but
way.
we're watching it. I know Mel's parents
watch
have
it.
like a big cabinet full of old VHSs that we don't ever like.
And they
you open
probably
it
had
now,
one day where
you
they be
probably
like,
gonna break
"Let's
out
do
from
it."
all the dust that comes out from it.
They got
that
the
mean that
coronavirus.
the player isn't out and accessible.
But the fact that you playing it like
That nigga like doing that shit out.
But if it's sitting in your living room,
for entertainment, what we doing?
Don't have me pull out my camcorder I got up there.
you got
I got
VHS.
now I got the one that had the mini tapes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it got the mini tapes. I got them bad boys.
Alright.
I got the kind you put it in the big one. You put it in.
Right.
You need
He
the
may have a
adapter.
player for
I'm
that.
a pull. I need it because I'm gonna have to pull that footage out one day because it's some lost files.
But
on
then
that
there
bitch.
would be questions about why you got a camcorder with tape still.
And
that's
I
borderline.
have one.
Why is
I
it
am
closet?
thinking Hugh Hefner.
It was just
I am
17
thinking
years ago.
Hugh Hefner or that dude from Lovely Bones. Was it Lovely Bones, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he creeped me out.
It was that. It's either that or Hugh Hefner. You on some pimp shit or you?
Yeah.
What?
I
Why
don't
you
know.
got?
It's just it gotta be certain classics.
It gotta be
Record each
context.
other.
And
And it gotta be certain class. Like, it gotta be like a Harlem
Yeah.
Nights, Color Purple, you said Roots,
you
Doing the
gotta-
Right Thing.
You gotta have a talent show tape from second
Yeah.
grade that you was just like, oh, let me show you
Let me
this.
show you now. I've been knew how to do this spin
Yeah.
move. Look, you know.
But do you not have to dust the video? Don't.
I
have
told
a
you pull it
crispy
out.
clean.
No. Crispy. The crispy.
But you gotta
clean
blow
is
the
a red
tape out.
flag. Yeah.
Say no Nintendo.
You got a brand new VHS player.
Well, yeah,
And
you're a
it's a
maniac.
brand new-
If it's brand new, you definitely
Oh,
a
yeah,
killer.
you're definitely
You're a
right.
murderer.
And I need to see that before my
On
first
America's
comes out
Most
my
Wanted.
daughter, because this is going to
It's
be a
like,
whole situation.
Oh, you got tape. Well, what
Oh.
you put it on? Like,
Hold on, I gotta get something out of my car.
let
real
me
quick.
see your entertainment.
He gonna be like,
center.
leave your keys and snatch them out your hand.
Look,
Get
I'm
him out
running
of
down the block. Help! I mean,
Not help.
No one's gonna help you in 2020.
They not.
I believe the word help
They
don't
not
even work no
recording.
more.
That's
Niggas will pull out their
Snapchat.
phone. They will pull out the phone to record you getting
well,
killed.
record me so you can get the nigga that's chasing me.
They gonna
Get all
record
of it.
You will be on the shade room
You
getting
gonna be
murdered.
viral, straight viral. I'm gonna be like,
And
I'm
I'm
okay.
okay. And I'm okay with it as long as I'm safe.
You ain't gonna be safe.
You dead,
I'm
sis.
dead.
You
I'm not dead. Look, I
It's a
told
straight
little
horror
piece of
movie.
karate.
It's a horror movie.
You got the basic
Not a piece
moves.
of karate.
She got the basics.
Look,
She gonna need it.
So I'm gonna have to.
So we're gonna give our final piece of advice in regards to red flags. Our resolution is what going around the room. What you got in housewife for red flags? How do we end this epidemic of being stupid?
Recognize them, stand firm in them, and just say what your chest. Communicate. And have that talk, and if it don't work out, be fine with walking away, because red flags are just that. It's an emergency. It's 911.
Yeah, it's
time to move.
Ghost if necessary.
Ghost. Yeah. Team Ghost.
And you and
What you got, Reese?
So I say just don't ignore them. Follow your intuition. Address them when you feel it necessary. And just make the following decisions based off of how you feel. Like, don't let him or anybody else kind of manipulate you or encourage you to think a way other than how you feeling.
Keep it based on the facts.
Yeah, I agree with all that. And of course, the biggest thing is don't rely on somebody else to justify this red flag. If it's important enough for you to bring it up to someone else to see, trust your intuition. If you felt that for a reason, go with that. And don't make excuses for a red flag. Oh, well, he went through this or she went through that. And no, if it's a red flag, it's a red flag. Have the conversation and move on.
Absolutely. And don't allow somebody else to let you dismiss a red flag because they tell you, oh, he a good guy, she a good girl, she fine, he fine. It's cool. You know, I've been through that before. You know, it's going to be okay. You know, niggas always want to tell you it's going to be okay. Yeah. Everything's not going to be okay. So in addition to all that, you have to pay attention, speak up, speak out on it. And let the chips fall they may, because, you know, like we always say, niggas like buses, miss one, next 15, one coming.
It might not be 15, maybe 30.
You know,
be patient.
Be patient. If you see VHS tapes, get the fuck out.
Get out.
So on that note, we are out. Bye.
Bye.
And now this brings us to the Montana Minute. The first thing, if you see something, say something. Meaning, if you see a red flag, don't hope it will go away and don't ignore it. Address it. Communication is important and it must be done early and often. The next thing, do the work before you dive into dating and have a high awareness of what real red flags are for you. No one is perfect, so you don't want to push away a good potential partner just because you're being petty and they really don't have the red flags that you think they do. And the last thing, be intentional with your dating. Know precisely what you want and don't want and allow some flexibility, but know what things you must stand your ground on. So be sure to follow our new Facebook page to Be Single or Not to Be Apparel, and stay tuned for our upcoming apparel release on April the 13th, 2020. So now as I close, I ask the question per the usual. To be single or not to be, the choice is always yours. Signing off, yours truly, Shanna Montana.